Welcome, this is the DeltaMath tutorial covering exponent rules, variable, and coefficient. Here we have the problem 4x cubed to the second power. We have a power of a power that is shown in our properties of exponents. The outside power is a 2 and we have inside powers. You might not notice, but this 4 has a power of 1. And it says here, if you have an exponent of the exponent, you're going to multiply the exponent. So 4 to the 1 is going to be multiplied to that exponent of 2. Then the x has an exponent of 3, and that's also going to be multiplied by the 2. Four to the power of 1 times 2, which is just 2. X to the power of 3 times 2, which is 6. 4 to the second power can be simplified into 16. Then x to the 6th power. You can type it here. 16x to the 6th power. There you go. This is the new problem. 10x to the 5th, parentheses, 4, x to the 3rd. When it's a parentheses and in other parentheses, there's a multiplication in between these two. So you want to split this into two parts. You want to do the number part here and the variable part here. Part here. The number here is just the coefficient. So the coefficients are 10 times 4. Then you have the number part. X to the 5th times x to the 3rd. We already know what 10 times 4 is, which is 40. We just need to know what x to the 5th times x to the 3rd is. If we take a look at our properties, this is a product of power. They have the same base of x. We're going to add the exponent. So it becomes x, 5, add 3. So the final answer is 40, x to the 8th power. 40, x to the 8th power. There you go. Now we have a simple version for x to the 3rd power. Again, you might not notice, but these have exponents of 1 in there. So, like our properties, when you have an exponent of an exponent, you're going to multiply the exponent. 4 to the 1st power is going to be multiplied by the 3. So times 3. Then you have k to the 1st power. That's going to be multiplied by 3. 4. 1 times 3 is 3. K. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 to the 3rd power, if you use your calculator, you can type 4 to the 3rd power. This should get you 64. And you have k to the 3rd right here. 64k to the 3rd power. Submit your answer. And there you go. Right? So the rest are the same. I can do this one for you because there's a negative. It's the same process. This is negative 10x to the 3rd, parentheses, 4x to the 2nd. Okay, 2 parentheses back to back. There's multiplication. You want to split this between the variable and the number. So the number that you have here is negative 10. That's going to be multiplied to the 4 Now you want to deal with the variables. X to the third times x to the second. Negative 10 times 4 is negative 40. And here we see that it is a product of a power. They have the same base. Now you're going to add the exponent. So it's x. You add the exponent. So 3 plus 2. The final answer is negative 40 x to the fifth power. Negative 40 x to the fifth power. And there you go. So that is your exponent rule, variables, and coefficient.